As of now, in late 2025, Mali is facing the worst security crisis in a decade. The country's military government, which took power following the 2020 coup, is fighting tooth and nail to prevent regional assets from falling into the hands of JNIM, or the Jamaat Nusrat al-Islam wal Muslimin, an Al-Qaeda-backed coalition operating across the Sahel. JNIM was formed in 2017 after several jihadist groups merged under Al-Qaeda's wing, and since then, they've evolved from an underfunded desert insurgency to a nationwide movement, and a steady career for most due to their economic control over assets in central, western, and northern regions of Mali. Unlike previous Al-Qaeda campaigns, this group has diversified their attacks. What this means is instead of brutal offensives, JNIM has targeted economic powerhouses rather than militaristic. Their focuses of ambushing logistical convoys, destroying key transportation infrastructure, and seizing oil assets across the nation has been the militants' main source of both support and income during this war. Control of these assets has allowed these militants to abuse the local populace economically in exchange for access to everyday necessities, like clean water and access to food. With no gas remaining in the capital of Bamako, civilians have no choice but to remain under siege, as JNIM continues to strangle Mali's economic lifelines such as gold mining operations, trade routes, and fuel shipments. Controlling the highways between Bamako and western regions has disallowed fuel from being delivered to the capital, which has created a dire situation. This blockade was seen used in Afghanistan by the Taliban. The Malian military, however, has struggled to respond. After cutting ties with France and expelling UN peacekeepers, they sought after Russian mercenaries for militaristic support. Those forces, which are focused on protecting mines and urban centers, have left rural areas open to insurgent expansion. Human rights groups have reported abuse by all sides involved, including state forces, Russian contractors, and jihadists alike, which has made the situation all more dire. By late 2025, analysts estimated that JNIM had a stronger presence across Mali than at any previous point in the conflict. Currently, some rural regions operate entirely outside of state control, as the group's western advances begin to threaten the last of the Kaya's gold belt, one of the remaining forms of income for the Mali state forces. If JNIM manages to force the government into major concessions, or if the state control collapses, Mali could become the first country effectively governed by an Al-Qaeda umbrella coalition. This outcome would destabilize the entire region and likely reshape counterterrorism in West Africa for decades to come.